I rise today to introduce the Hard Rock Mining and Reclamation Act of 2015. First, I want to thank Senator Heinrich, who will be here with me in a moment and be speaking, for working with me on this bill. We are proposing this bill for one reason: to reform the mining law of 1872. The 1872 mining law played a historic role in the settling of the West. It encouraged mining for silver, gold, copper, uranium, and other minerals on public lands. It helped the West to grow, but there was a price, one we are still paying. It did almost nothing to compensate the public, it did nothing to protect the environment, and it did nothing to require mines to clean up the mess, did nothing to require those mines to clean up the mess. The legacy is clear. Thousands of abandoned mines, contaminated land, polluted streams, costly cleanup, and taxpayers stuck with the bill. We have a 19th century law which is totally inadequate to 21st century challenges. There are up to 500,000 abandoned mines in our country. They are a ticking time bomb. They are leaking toxins into our rivers and streams in the West and have been for decades. It will cost tens of billions of dollars to fix this. Anywhere, the estimates say, from $20 billion to $54 billion with a B, billions. A mining royalty will bring fairness to taxpayers and help pay for the cleanup. Because I believe in a simple principle: the polluter pays. The polluter pays. But under current law, the mining companies do not pay, not for the minerals they take, not for the damages they have done. This cannot continue. They cannot continue to reap all the benefit and hundreds of millions of dollars while taxpayers continue to shoulder all the burden.
Madam President.
The senator from New Mexico.
There are estimates that 40% of Western watersheds have been polluted by toxic mining waste, toxins leaking silently out of thousands of abandoned hard rock mines are doing even more damage to our watersheds each and every year. It's high time that we as a Congress overhaul our abandoned mine cleanup policies to make future disasters less likely and to address the thousands and thousands of abandoned mines that are polluting our watersheds. A large reason why the Navajo Nation lacks adequate resources and why communities all across Indian Country and the entire West are dealing with pollution from abandoned mines and lack resources is that we have not updated our federal laws on hard rock mining in 143 years. 143 years. Now, during the era of Manifest Destiny, the federal government encouraged Americans to settle newly acquired lands in the West by passing laws like the Timber and Stone Act of 1878 and the Desert Land Act of 1878. Some of these laws gave away public lands and resources to private users with no strings attached and often no price tag attached. The General Mining Act of 1872 came along during this era of unrestrained Western expansion. It allowed individuals and companies to claim ownership of minerals in the public domain, minerals owned by us as a nation: gold, silver, copper, uranium, molybdenum, and others, simply by locating a mineral source, staking a claim, and paying $5 for an acre of land. Miners did not have to consider environmental impacts or make plans to clean up the waste that they left behind, waste which has created the pollution and the contamination that we confront today. But short-sighted policy also left behind a scarred legacy on our lands. Unlike other 19th century Western settlement laws, which have long since been reformed or replaced, the Mining Act of 1872 remains on the books today. While developers of resources like oil and natural gas and coal all pay royalties to return a fair value to taxpayers for our public resources, hard rock mining companies still mine publicly owned minerals for free. For free.